Good afternoon, it's Friday, April 5th, 2024. Peace is a part to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this afternoon, stakeholders express doubt over Port Harcourt refinery resumption deadline. Navy uncovers illegal refinery in River State, arrests suspects. Gunmen invade Kogi community, many feared dead. On the foreign scene, Iran to punish Israel for officers killed in embassy strike. I am Ifechuku Moyele with the news. Now, as Nigerians wait for the federal government to fulfill its promise of resuming operations at Port Harcourt refinery in April, the River State chairman of Petroleum Product Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, Petro1, Francis Dimba, is appealing to the federal government to ensure that nobody sabotages its efforts to get the Port Harcourt refinery working. Mr. Dimba, who spoke on Nigeria 4FM's Morning Crossfire today, called for quick completion of the ongoing work on the Elelewan and Eleme axis of the East-West Road for easy movement of product from the refinery. Mr. Dimba said this on the station.
This Port Harcourt refinery, if it comes on and begins to function, it will help the price of petroleum products to come lower. So why sabotaging it? Anybody that's sabotaging it is an enemy of the nation. It's an enemy of the masses. It's an enemy to the people. And it's an enemy to himself. Petron, we are putting our eyes on that Port Harcourt refinery to come on stream because we know it's going to serve us better than the private refinery. We are only begging that it should also intensify efforts on working on the East-West Road. That is the Elelewan and the Eleme axis of the East-West Road. So that when the products begin to come out, it will have a free-flowing movement.
Mr. Dimba also said only the Dangote refinery alone cannot solve the problems around petroleum product in the nation.
Dangote refinery alone cannot solve the problem of fuel challenges in the nation, but it can only start contributing, and that is where we are. Because the logistics of movement and the logistics of we come in. We are thinking that if the production is high, if there was a reasonable volume of production, then there will be enough diesel, and then when there is enough diesel, price will now be affected more and come down a little bit more.
Meanwhile, the Trade Union Congress in River State is worried that if the Port refinery resumes, the plan for the Liverland product in an interview to hold on the NPC to stop with Nigerians on promise that the very production this month.
Nobody's talking about the collapse delivery supply piping network that's supposed to refine product from the refineries. All the points are going to dispense.
Many have also explained that the available modular refinery have crude oil is not a.
I think the refineries even come and complete the turnaround today for us. You have a crude supply of crude oil refine. Nobody is asking that question. This government gave licenses to modular refineries. Why do you think that modular refineries failed, irrespective of all the good intent and all we're told? Modular refineries 98% failed because there was no feed, no raw material, no crude oil to refine.
Also, the former zonal chairman of Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, NUPEN, Godwin Aruba, has expressed doubt that the Port Harcourt refinery will come on stream this month.
We were told that when they did their flaring, he said that by the end of March, Port Harcourt will not go for the people. So for you to begin to tell them that you are lack whatever percent of share, and this is not going on. Why don't you do the people don't be loaded and from the refinery who cannot substitute have operated.
Recall that the group manager of the Company Limited (NMCL) said mechanical works have been complete facility and it will resume operations in April. Monetary have arrested 14 persons for the involved in illegal oil bunkering in Eleme Krakrama community in Degem government area of the state. The commander of Nigerian ship under Mohamed Desmond told journalists that illegal oil refining site with a capacity to produce over 96 million liters of diesel per day was uncovered. He said the suspect was siphoned from capped oil wed from the oil mining lease operated by National Petroleum Company Limited (NMPCL) in the air. Another development, police say they have arrested five suspected as head and public relations officer of the state police command Grace Go and named the suspects as Ali Usman, Sule Abubakar, Abdullahi Adamu, and Malamia. She said investigation revealed that the suspects are part of a criminal network operating and have been involved in a series of kidnappings across Rivers, Delta, and Edo State. Elsewhere, gunmen today invaded Agojuju Odo, a community in Omala local government area of Kogi State. Reports say the gunmen shot community members and burnt houses. Confirming this, the State Police Public Relations Officer, SP William Aya, said the State Commissioner of Police, Bertrand Onoha, has deployed tactical teams to the area. Still to come, reactions trail signing of student loans bill. Stay with us.
Dr. Wichendu Chibiko Henry, former youth leader of PDP, Ikure LGA, heartily welcomes His Excellency, Sir Dr. Siminalayi Fubara, GSSRS, the Executive Governor of River State, his Deputy, Professor Mrs. Ngozi Odu, and the leadership of Simplified Movement of River State to Ikure LGA on the 6th of April for a Thanksgiving service at St. Martin's Anglican Church, Omagwa, Ikure LGA. Dr. Wichendu enjoins the general public to come out en masse to celebrate with the Simplified Movement in the spirit of euphoria. Dr. Wichendu Chibiko Henry hails the governor for awarding the Elele Egbeda Omoko Road for reconstruction, a signature project, and the rehabilitating of the Songhai Farm in Tai LGA. Congratulations to you, sir, on the Peace Advocate Award by the Silver Bed Group and the Pillar of Peace Award by Christian Council of Nigeria. I appreciate you for the peaceful and harmonious working relationship with your Chief of Staff, Right Honorable Edison Ihe, PhD, aka King of the Boys. Signed, Dr. Wichendu Chibiko Henry, PhD. The leader of PDP in Rumolumini Ward 17, Chief Hani Nwoko, DSSRS, JP, on behalf of the leaders, stakeholders, executives, and entire members of PDP and Simplified Movement in Rumolumini Ward 17, heartily welcome the Obiakpo leadership of Simplified Movement to Rumolumini Ward 17 for the Supreme Court Victory Thanksgiving Service of His Excellency, Sir Siminalayi Fubara, GSSRS, Executive Governor of River State. We call on the good people of Rumolumini to come out en masse as we welcome our esteemed guests. And Bialawe, date Saturday 6th April 2024, time 1 p.m. Venue Rumolumini Town Hall. Signed, Chief Barrister Hani Nwoko, DSSRS, JP.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. A rights activist, Solomon Leno, has called on the national leadership of the PDP to declare open its stance on the current political and leadership tussle in River State. Mr. Leno, in an interview, said the PDP National Working Committee must demonstrate that Governor Fubara is the leader of the party in the state, and not the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, in line with its constitution.
The PDP has refused to protect the governor of Rivers State. They have equally lost the guts to call Barrister Nyesom Wike to order, a situation that has culminated into the impetus that the Martins Amehule and co. are using to issue threats to an executive governor. This situation has prolonged the tension in the state and is forming a clog in our wheel of progress. The PDP should openly declare its stance on the current leadership tussle in Rivers State and who they are working with.
Mr. Leno also called for the immediate withdrawal of the purported list of members of the caretaker committee in River State.
PDP National Working Committee should immediately withdraw that purported list of caretaker committee members that is said to have emanated from them, because it is a list of Wike's foot soldiers who are stationed in the state to cause distraction to the governor of Rivers State. The party must demonstrate their action that they recognize the fact that, according to its constitution, the governor is the leader of the party in the state and not the FCT minister. If the party fails to withdraw that list, ODD shall begin to call on the state governor to enter into talks with other political parties who are ready to show him love, respect, and protection.
The PDP Publicity Secretary in River State, Sidney Wada, has also described the circulating list as fake. He spoke on Nigeria Info FM's Hard Fact.
Has taken a position, and that's the position of the national. A decision that was reached by the National Working Committee, the BOT, and the government forum, PDP government forum. So what are you telling me? All we need to do is say, let's watch and see how it's going to unfold in the state. So we know who is in charge. Okay. And I'll stay the state publicity secretary of PDP. Okay. Nobody will stop the vote of 6 on behalf of the people to the background. That is the truth.
In other news, reactions are trailing the signing of the Student Loan Bill 2024 into law. Recall that President Bola Tinubu on Wednesday signed the Student Loan Access to Higher Education Act Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2024. Speaking on this, the SUG president of Uniport, Azarindo Okpara, said the signing of the bill has increased the hope of Nigerian students towards accessing quality education irrespective of financial background.
This is a new dawn for Nigerian students. The president signing this bill will now enable us to have access to funds and will no longer be restrained in our school activities due to financial issues. We are encouraged by what they have just done for us. This is what is being referred to as development. When you bring out an idea and that idea directly affects the welfare
University Abiye Omubo Pepple said the signing, if not implemented, will amount to a deceit on the students' community.
I want to thank the president for finally signing the student loan bill into act. But let this not be a ploy to deceive Nigerian students. We know how the petroleum industry bill was signed and for several years it was not enacted. Let this not be the case. We hope this is not a deliberate attempt to deceive the students of Nigerian universities that they have hope in the federal government. As it has been signed, please, Mr. President, move forward to the implementation so Nigerian students can have access to these loans and pay for their education.
And now in business, the South-South-Southeast Regional Deputy Secretary General of Senior Staff Association of Electricity Allied Company, Innocent Lord Douglas, says the union will strictly monitor electricity distribution companies to ensure they do not shortchange consumers. Now, Mr. Lord Douglas said this while reacting to increase in electricity tariff for customers under the Band A classification by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission. In entertainment, popular cross-dresser Idris Olarewaju Okeneye, also known as Bobrisky, has arrived at the Federal High Court in Lagos for his arraignment over naira abuse and alleged money laundering. Bobrisky was brought into the court in a white bus around 9 a.m. by EFCC officials. In sport, champions Napoli risk being fined or docked points if found guilty of false accounting in the deal to sign Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen from Lille in 2020.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Iran has vowed to punish Israel for 7 officers killed in a suspected Israeli airstrike on the Iranian embassy compound in Syria this week. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Commander-in-Chief Major General Hussein Salami at a funeral today said no act against the sacred Islamic Republic will go unanswered. Now that's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Stakeholders have expressed doubt over Port Harcourt refinery resumption deadline. Navy has uncovered illegal refinery in River State and has arrested 14 suspects. Gunmen invaded Kogi community today. On the foreign scene, Iran has vowed to punish Israel for officers killed in embassy strike. That's the news is edited by Martha Okerenkem. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Ife Chukwumoyele. Many thanks for listening.